Hello, this is Noreen from Joy Cards and welcome to my YouTube channel. Yay! For more of my Stampin' Up! Card videos, please like and subscribe, hit that little bell, and you'll be notified when my videos release. So now let's go make a card. Hello everybody, today's video is Paper Pumpkin Alternatives for April 2022, and the theme is Change is Beautiful. Yay! Anyway, so I haven't really peeked inside yet. So let's look at what we've got. The ink is Melon Mambo. And then we have some stamps, and we got some butterflies and some sayings. And let's just put that to the side and let's open up the tissue. Now I'm going to take my X-Acto knife here and open this up and see what we have inside. First of all, we've got these little they're just little, maybe they're supposed to be rocks. I don't know. They're not circles or anything, but anyway, little embellishments, some dimensionals. Here are the envelopes. Now, I always, and like most demonstrators, cut up the envelopes because it just gives you more options on. So then we've got some cards that are really pretty here, and they're trifolds. Oh, and a front and a back. That's good. So you get, like, I'm assuming like 4 of those. No, 3 of those. And oh, I like that. And the back. Oh, that's kind of neat. Oh, good. And you get 3 of those. So there's 6 of those. Oh, and then, wow, look at this. Here's another card, and it's got a front and a back, and the stars punch out. Oh, that's neat. Good. They finally came up with something really, really creative in their kit. So this is a good one. And then here's some cutouts here. Butterflies, flowers, stuff like that. And then here are the cards. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of organize myself here, and I'll make the originals. Now, most of the people that are watching are probably demonstrators, so please case away. I'm going to make theirs, and I'm going to make a bunch of alternatives. Also know that I'm an Amazon affiliate, so anything in the video that you see, like my Caterpillar glass plate and everything, there's a direct link that you can get anything that I do in a video. But anyway, let me go ahead and make their cards, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So here are their cards. Now, they're really, really pretty. They fold like this, and the back looks like that. And the instructions are really, really basic. But here's one of them here. I mean, there's not a lot that I can tell you that you need to know because the instructions are, great. The only thing I will tell you is that on this one, they want you to punch out all the stars and, of course, the moon. So the inside shows through like that. And what I also did is I used some mini dimensionals instead of cutting the full size ones in half. I also, because when you're making a lot of cards, because I'm going to do a bunch of alternatives here, it has a tendency to clutter your desk. So I've learned that my dimensionals, and I even cut some of these from the old Paper Pumpkin kits because I kind of love them. And then the embellishments I put in one box here. And then I have like this other little bin that I can kind of carry around. And I put my cards and my envelopes because I'm going to be cutting up these envelopes. I even keep the negative to the cutouts that they gave you. And then I put all the cutouts in here so I can see everything, and I'll put my ink right there. So I can take this down to like the kitchen table and really get into it. The other thing, when I'm making my alternatives, I turn over the back here and look at the coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors. And I'll grab a piece of all the coordinating colors plus always a white. Now, if black wasn't on that list, I would grab a black as well. So black, white, and all the coordinating colors. And I do like using my full-size stamp instead of the little ones. I use the little ones for my Stamparatus because they keep my plate really clean. But for making a lot of cards, I'm just going to use my big one. I also take the plastic that the stamps come on and I back it in white so I could see everything, and then I just kind of prop it up on something while I'm making it so I can see what I've got. And all the blocks here, basically using the A's and the B's. And then I did use the G. If you don't have a G stamp, this is actually a good one to have. I might even get a couple more just because there's a lot of sentiments that are like this size. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make the alternatives. I'll try to stick to just the kit, but I think I'm allowed some few basic dies like circles and squares, and there's stars in here. There's a star die, but that's it. I won't go too off the, off the direction of the paper pumpkin kit. So now to my alternatives. I'm back. So I made 8 alternatives. So here's my first one. And this was actually the last one I did because you almost only got 7 cards because it's like, oh, I don't have any more brains. But this is super basic. All I did was take the Majestic Mountain die. And yeah, I used a few dies because, you got to give me something here. So I used the Majestic Mountain die, and I just flipped the moon over and also the stars over. And this is actually the other side of the card. This isn't the moon card with a cutout. This is the one that's just a black piece with a star. So this is the moon cut out upside down, and I added the stars. I added the Majestic Mountain. I stamped this in Memento. I mounted it on basic black, and the white is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then the inside, that is the part, that's the one that has the cutout. So I just cut that out. I added a white star here and did this on the inside. And all the dimensions for my cards are in the description of my video. When you pull up YouTube videos, if you look at the title in a little bit and it says show more, if you click on show more, everything drops down and all my dimensions, all the products, extra products I use for the paper pumpkin, they're all there. Also, I give away the demo card. If you're a first-time subscriber, like, subscribe, put in the comments your email, and I would like to win the demo card because I can't tell who's new or not. But anyway, this is easy alternative number 1. Here's alternative number 2, and it's also a really easy one. And I just took the trifold card and I cut off the rest of it. I also took my bone folder and pressed out that crease. I even, on another card, tried to iron it out. Then I, of course, here's your caterpillar. I put on some extra flowers. I stamped and fussy cut out the butterfly, and I colored it in Bermuda Bay, and I stamped it in the Melon Mambo, and I put my basic black Stampin' Right, and I just dotted on the little body for the butterfly, and then inside I just used the other piece. So this is easy alternative number 2. Here's alternative number 3. I took this card and made it a slimline card. And like I said, all the dimensions are in the body of my video, but it is a 9 by 4 basically. And I took the moon and I reversed it because this is the moon that, is dark on the other side. So I reversed that. And I took out those stars and I reversed those. I stamped this sentiment from the envelope in liner, and this is in Melon Mambo. And then on the inside, and by the way, this is the card that I ironed. So you can take a piece of white cotton cloth and fold it inside the card there, or on the top of the card, and wet it, and then put it on a very low setting and iron out the creases. Or you can also take your bone folder and get those creases out. And this was an easy one to do it because it's black, so it could hide more. And then on the inside, I just took Melon Mambo. I took a piece of the card that I cut off, because I cut part of this off to fit on here, put it on the bottom, stamped out the butterflies using Granny Apple Green and Bermuda Bay Stampin' Rights with the black Stampin', these are Stampin' Blends with black is Stampin' Right. And then this is in the Granny Apple Green on the caterpillar. So this is easy alternative number 3. Here's alternative number 4. And what I did is I took that cutout of the moon and the stars and I cut the top off. So this is just the stars and the moon. So, and then I used Versamark and I did the I Believe in You here on the card. I took some of the Simply Elegant trim and the silver, and I lined it. I also used silver foil underneath, so that's why the inserts are all silver. And then I took a piece of crushed curry and just put it on the back of the moon, so you would get the yellow and the moon. I put on the metallic pearls. Now, metallic pearls are retiring. They're not in the new catalog, but the silver trim is, and the silver foil is, but these are going away. So if you want these, get on Stampin' Up site now and try to grab them. If you're in the future and it's obviously they're long gone, you could try to contact me and contact me about anything that's retired, because I get rid of all my retireds whenever a new catalog is out. Once it retires and Stampin' Up's out, I sell all my stuff. So I don't do card videos with expired things. Also here I used stitched stars, which I believe is also going away. I'm not sure 100%. And I took the yellow star from the kit and I just put the little stitch stars over top. I also used the, what is this called again? This is metallic mesh ribbon, and cut out a little bit and used it in the tail of the star. So that was kind of cool. And then the inside, I just did the dark side of the moon and a couple of stars. I layered it in silver. You can't tell, but it's white, silver, and white. So this is alternative number 4. Here is alternative number 5, and what I've taken, the base is a Melon Mambo, just the regular 5.5 by 4.25. I used stylish shapes. I know. I need to stop using stylish shapes. I can't help it. I love this die set. If you want to know what's new, what's really, really useful, I've used it on almost every single video I've done since I've gotten it. So yes, I'm addicted. So I took a small, medium, and large and cut out parts of the card. I used their little embellishments here. I bumped these up on dimensionals. This, of course, the background is the envelope lining. I used a lot of the envelope lining. And then inside, I've got white, black, the envelope lining, basic white, and I stamped in the Melon Mambo. So this is alternative number 5. Now, this is alternative number 6. Remember number 5 here where I cut out the squares here in 3 different sizes? Well, I wasn't going to let that card base go to waste. So what I did is I backed the card in the lining of the envelope here. In fact, it's the 2 pinks here, and then I took a basic white. Sorry, that's my cheat tag. And I took a basic white here. I did use blending brushes in both Balmy Blue and Bermuda Bay, just so, you know, it wasn't so white. I stamped a couple of butterflies. But the reason why I lined these is because with the stylish shapes again, I used the lining of the envelope and I filled in the hole. So you can't fill in the hole without it having a back. So I filled in the hole, I stamped a little caterpillar and little doodads. And this is also from Stylish Shapes, because like I need a handle here, because without the handle, the big square would go over and look funny. So I just took these from Stylish Shapes, used a couple of the flowers, took another one, stamped it. Beautiful things take time, over another envelope. These are envelopes, and I did the backs. These are all the envelope linings here. And these are the envelope lining. So I just decorated it with the butterflies and the Melon Mambo. And then, like I said, the back again. So I couldn't waste that thing. So this is alternative number 6. Here is number 7. Now with number 7, gosh, this one was really hard. When you're dealing with a particular paper and you have to kind of stick to that, because it goes a certain way or whatnot, it got a little hard. So what I did with number 7 is there's a magnet in here. So what it is this piece of paper right here. The base is a 12 by 12 that I cut 12 by 4.25, and then I took that card from the moon and stars. I cut it in half, mounted it inside, took my blending brushes in Bermuda Bay and Balmy Blue, and I did all the brushing. Sorry, my cheat tag. I went ahead and blended this all in. I took scalloped contours, put it on the back, and mementoed the little butterfly, not memento, Melon Mambo. And then what I did here is right under this card base is a little magnet. Now the magnets I'll put in the description of my video there. There's a link. I don't get them from Amazon. I get them from magnets. Anyway, it's on there. So go ahead and look at it and you can click on it. I'm going to try to find an Amazon magnet because I am an Amazon affiliate, which means I'm all good and you know, secure to have you guys click on anything. Like my glass is in the description. You can click on it and I get like a little commission or whatever if you, because I love my glass. So anyway, so there's a magnet under here, and then you put this one down, and there's a magnet under the star here. And I did use tear tape to hold that puppy down. And now it stays closed. And then I just took the clouds that came with the kit and turned them over and stamped the sentiment in the middle. And like I said, your thing is on the back, and this is number 7. Here's number 8. And boy, this was actually like the first card, the second card I made. And what I did is the card base, let me take my cheat thing off. The card base is basic white, 5.5 by 4.25. So what I did is I took the Stylish Shapes in the Crushed Curry, which is one of the colors. So I used the colors that are on the back of the paper pumpkin kit. I allow myself to use all the paper and all the inks from the colors on the back, and then just some basic shapes. So of course, Stylish Shapes, because I'm addicted. This is from rectangle stitched frames that I cut in the lining of the envelope. This pink is a lining of the envelope. But I did something fun on the inside. Look what I did. I made it a little butterfly card. So I took the whole card and I just folded the front. And then inside, this is the lining of the envelopes. Here's, of course, the card. This is the lining of the envelope that's covering up the crease, because you can kind of really see it on the lighter colors. I stamped the sentiment here. And this is being held up on the window sheets. So I cut a little piece off just to put it on the butterfly, and I scored it and I tucked it under the DS paper. And yes, I blew two butterflies on it because it's like I couldn't not have it backed. So I blew 2 butterflies on it. But that's a really cute little pop-up little card. So these are all my alternatives. Poof, here's all my alternatives. So please like, subscribe, put in comments. And like I said, I do have affiliate links for Amazon for everything you see here. The magnets are, oh, I remember the name. It's Magnets for Less. And that'll do it for me. Thanks. Bye.